I'm gonna need something strong this morning. This for Stephen Miller. You got a mess on your damn hands if you think that you're gonna round up black people for your concentration camp down in Florida. I'm not even Haitian, and I know better. Haitians and anyone else with melanated skin will die before allowing you to take them into slavery. Y'all clearly don't understand black Americans, let alone African Americans and anyone under that context. Woo! You got a big mess on your hands if you think that you can walk into these black communities and take black people. And I can't speak for Hispanic or Latino communities, but I've been a black man here in America for a long time. And you do not want me to tell you what I've experienced since childhood as a black man. And I'm light-skinned. Surely I'm mixed, but I'm black. Call off your goons scooping Americans up without due process and no criminal records, homie. Huh, Stephen Miller? Call them goons off. Haitians were the first melanated people to free themselves from slavery. They stand on business. You do not want to go down that rabbit hole, Stephen Miller. Truth has no party, homie. Good luck. You're going to need a whole lot of ICE agents.
Yes. Welcome to Global Gist with BJ, where you get your first-hand informations, your gists. Yeah, we are on the Haitians again today, right? Haitians in Brooklyn, you guys are not playing at all. Reports have been circulating that a group of Haitian immigrants resisted ICE agents during a recent deportation and things got violent. Yep, you heard that right. Yeah, some says it's that ICE officials were even beat up trying to carry out deportations. And this isn't just about one isolated incident. It speaks to a bigger story about frustrations, resistance, and injustice, right? There's been meted on these people. And that's just the truth. The resistance is out of this world, to be honest. I love it. And I congratulate them. Now, the essence of this particular video right now is for me to really tell people why Haitians have been resisting deportations. I've done like several videos talking about Haitians. I don't know, what did you guys do to me? I love Haitians. And so I see a lot of people saying things in the other comment section, and they are like, it's a lie, they don't understand what's happening, what's going on here. And that's why I took my time to do this research. And I'm like, okay, let me bring it to you so that you can at least know what happened and why my dear Haitians have been resisting deportations, right? And let me tell you, this particular resistance you're seeing, it marks it one of the most aggressive public resistance to deportation we've ever seen in recent years, especially in the Haitian community. I feel like clapping for Haitians, you guys. Haitians, who is going to come and adopt me? I want to be adopted by Haitians right now. So now let's be real. Haitians have every reason to be angry. Yeah, they do. They have a country that is in crisis. Gangs control the entire cities. Political leadership is non existent. The economy is collapsing. They have a lot of crime rate in that place. Is it the kidnapping? A lot of it. So they have every right to get angry. And again, the US is still deporting people back into that chaos. I feel it's bad, right? Many Haitians argue if they are paying their taxes, they're working so hard and not committing crimes, why would you send them back to a failed state? Why would you? So what are we saying? What we're seeing now is resistance rooted in survival. These guys are trying to resist it by all means. Oh, we're not going there. We are not going there, so it doesn't matter. Just like the other man said, it will take if it will take them their life, they are going to defend this and they are going to wait to see this thing that they are not deported. Yes, they were brought in there and they anticipate, and I think during the Biden's administration, they were meant to go um, in February next year. Now, a lot of people in the comment section were like, do you guys think that you can take Americans for a ride? So they helping you has turned to, bad thing and all of that. And I'm like, no, even if you help somebody, there's a way you're going to, you're going to finish it. You don't start helping somebody and then at the end of the day, it will look like you're not even helping. It will look like, oh, you brought them to now put honey in their mouth. Do you know that thing they say? You put honey in their mouth and then you take it away. That is what Trump is trying to do to Haitians. And I'm so happy that these guys are resisting it. I won't lie to you. I'm telling you. So Haitians are saying no more. And for some, that includes the physical resistance. Yeah. Under the US immigration law, ICE can arrest and deport undocumented immigrations, but they are supposed to do it safely and respectfully. However, critics argue that ICE tactics are aggressive and communities feel targeted and unprotected. So in this Brooklyn case, the locals say ICE didn't announce themselves clearly and used excessive, force. And that was why they had to, go all out to defend themselves. So let's watch these videos and I will be back with the commentary. I love you guys, Haitian people. I hope you're here. What are you doing? Why have you not subscribed? Why haven't you subscribed? Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now. And I'll be back with the commentaries.
A couple more things about the Haitian people who beat up on ICE in New York. I think there are a couple of lessons that we can learn from them. The obvious lesson is the power in numbers. They banded together and they were able to overpower ICE. Now, I'm sure that amongst themselves, they probably don't all get along, right? But as a group, they put aside whatever differences they may have had and they banded together as one unit and they were successful. I think there's a lesson that we can learn from that because we have a whole lot of infighting within our communities that weakens us as a whole, as minorities. So I think there's a lesson that can be learned from there. But the other lesson, which is more of the mental health piece that I think we can pull from that is before all of that happened, the Haitian people lost their TPS status. TPS is temporary protective status. And so they had just lost it. One would think that they would be exhausted, they would be just completely discouraged, right? Which I'm sure they feel. However, despite whatever they were feeling, they still banded together to fight. And I think a lot of us have been feeling exhausted, right? I keep hearing this word, exhausted, 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 which is real. Let's be real. However, we can take a rest, but we have to step back up and continue to fight. We cannot give up. They did not give up. They fought. Even if they were exhausted, even if they were discouraged, they still stood up to fight for themselves. So I think there's a lesson in there to not give up. I know that the news is just so discouraging. There's just one negative thing after another. We're not in a good place emotionally, but I just encourage you all to not give up. That's a lesson that we can take from them, that even when we're at our lowest, there's still something in us. We can still fight. There's still something in there. You can take a break, rest to recoup, get your mind right, refuel. That's okay to recharge, but don't give up completely. There's still hope in there somewhere. We may not know exactly what that path looks like, but just don't give up. If you don't know me, if you haven't been on this page, I just got here myself on TikTok a couple of weeks ago. But my name is Safi, and I provide therapy that is rooted in your culture. And I also complete immigration evaluations for people who are seeking asylum and change of status in the United States. Follow for more content. See you next time.
Haitians are willing to fight ICE, but they're not willing to fight the gangs back home. Shut up, you red pill guzzling bitch. What the fuck do you know about what's going on back home? This statement comes from a Trump meat riding, brain dead animal. It's okay, I didn't expect anything from you anyway. When it's coming from somebody of my kin, when it's coming from another red and blue, take out the stars, put the palm tree, another l'union fait la force, another liberté, égalité, fraternité, is a problem. Because what do you mean by that? That's the funny thing about Haitians, right? The community as a whole, diaspora, and those back home. We're all fighting about the same thing, but nobody is getting up to make things happen. And those who actually do get up and make things happen deserve more recognition than they're actually getting. What exactly do you expect to happen when a lawless, ignorant king decides to stick his target out on you and your people? You think peaceful protest is going to keep Marie-Jean at home? You think Joseph Saint-Louis, the T-Biden who came here, who's going to school to learn English, getting his CNA license, make sure to do everything under control in the right order, paying his taxes, you think he gets to say about what happens to him and his people? You think when that butchered, bee-stung lip bitch came on Twitter and said 65 million food for the alligators, you think Joseph and Jean-Marie, you think they're safe from that? It's clusters of people coming together and beating up bitches. Oh, why can't that happen back home? What the hell are you talking about? That does happen at home. It just doesn't happen at the frequency that we would like for it to happen because of the people lacking the resources. Like, it's not common sense to understand that the people in Haiti cannot come face to face with military equipment, right? And first of all, these people are not coming outside their houses or whatever they have left and facing sexy red onomatopoeia pew-pews, grrrah. No, they're coming outside and facing designer panda onomatopoeia pew-pews, military weapon, grrrah. What do you want people who have no weapon, no shelter, no resources to do about that? These people are living in a constant state of flight, and pause for a second. For anybody who watches Haitians tell you there's nothing going on back home, home is still a beautiful place, home is still very much beautiful. The countrysides of home are doing fairly well, depending on where you come. But this doesn't excuse the fact that a large part of Port-au-Prince is literally in chaos constantly, day by day. A lot of the people that you see talking about the country doing all right, that they're doing okay in the country, they have resources, they have access to a lot of things that these people I'm talking about in Port-au-Prince do not have anymore and never had before for some of them. So yeah, a group of homies step outside, they see ICE trying to antagonize Jean-Marie and they gonna step in and show ICE what's up. A group of homies step outside and they see military weapons looking back at them and at Jean-Marie and they might take her and run. Like, it's not rocket science. Make it make sense.
ICE took their ass to New York and got their ass beat by them Haitians. Beat down. I've been watching these videos just in awe. I'm not even Haitian, but baby, I wish I was today. I'd have my motherfucking flag on. I have to tie this back to religion for a little bit because they're always teaching that hoodoo and voodoo and all these things that go back to our black spiritual practices are evil. And I truly believe that it's because they know if we get to talking to our ancestors, they're going to tell us to whoop y'all's ass. Yeah, the Bible tells you to just pray and wait, and vengeance is upon the Lord, and Jesus will handle it. And don't question anything. Don't question, just wait on God. You go sit your ass at that altar, and somebody gonna tell you to go out there and whoop some motherfucking ass. Whoop some motherfucking ass. I want to say some things, but I don't want the people coming after me. But we seen ants. And I want y'all to go back to ants and understand that when the little people got up, like, it's crazy how ICE is coming into some of these communities and walking out with these people because Haiti just showed y'all what the fuck you supposed to do. Excuse me, not Haiti, but Haitians. But see, nobody ever pays attention to Haitians. Y'all don't pay attention to Haitian culture because Haitians been telling us what the fuck to do. There's a reason why they were one of the first people to gain independence the way that they did. It's a reason why they won that war with what they had. But see, y'all keep following, keep waiting on Jesus.
ICE agents are not undercover cops. They don't need to be wearing masks, and anytime they are asked to identify themselves, they should be able to do so with a fucking ID. The fact that they're going around with masks covering up their faces to quote-unquote protect their families is bullshit. The fact that they're arresting people without warrants is also bullshit. This is not U.S. law enforcement. These are thugs. These are gangs wandering around picking up people for being the wrong color in the wrong place at the wrong time. And when I see people dressed up as ICE agents but wearing 3%er t-shirts, you know very well that this is just the Triple K operating under new management, operating under MAGA management.
All right, everybody always asking me when I do these videos, right, that I talk about immigration, what can we do? Because I'm so tired of people talking about they don't have a solution for it. Well, I got one for you. Did you see what the Haitians did? The Haitians versus ICE in Brooklyn? That's what we all need to be doing. We need to rip a page from their book. I mean, revolution is in the Haitian DNA, and we need to learn from them because they don't stand on any shit. They are there to defend themselves, defend their people. And if we, as 65 million Hispanics in this country, would do what the same thing that the Haitian people did to ICE in Brooklyn, honey, this will be shut down. It will be null and void. So we need to learn from them. I don't advocate for violence, but if you come for us, then we're gonna tap that ass. That's how the Haitian people do it, and that's why we all need to do it. So I'm calling out to my Hispanic community. I'm calling out to my Black community. I'm calling out to my Haitian community for all of us to unite and do the same thing. And honey, thank you to the Haitian community for showing us what we need to be doing. This is the role that we need to be playing. Honey, there it is. And thank you, because this was like chef kiss. The Haitians melted that ice. They tapped that ass, honey. And it was nice to watch.
So welcome back. The Department of Homeland Security says it's still conducting investigations into it, but hold your breath. This event that happened in Brooklyn raises questions like, is America punishing the most vulnerable while claiming to be a land of freedom? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Why is the US deporting people to dangerous, unstable places and countries like Haiti? Yeah, why? And how far are immigrant communities willing to even go to resist? You can imagine that video that I just played now, right? A particular aircraft that took some of the immigrants that were to be deported into Haiti. On landing into Haiti, the Haitians started stoning, they started fighting, they started attacking the crew and all of them. That is how these things has become, and it's crazy. Are you how far are you willing to even go with all this thing, Donald Trump? The story is still developing, but one thing is clear: the Haitian community is no longer staying silent. What happened in Brooklyn must just be the beginning, as you can see. Of course, the man in the first video I posted, what did he say? He said they will resist it with their life, with their blood. This is just the beginning. Okay, now, here are my questions. Do you think deportation to countries should be paused? Do you think so? And is resisting ICE agents justified when people are facing death if resisted? Do not forget to subscribe, to like, to share this video, because stories like this need to be heard. Till next time, it's your girl BJ. Stay woke. Now, this to my Haitians. Stay woke, stay bold, and keep spreading the global gist. Bye. I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.